Every once in a while, you see something and have to stop to admire.
People are always like, look at that guy with no leg, he's on that ski, and I'm like, that's my husband's like, that's so cool.
When John Cook, or JC, comes ripping down the mountain on his monoski,
you watch him make these S-turns down the mountain back and forth. It's just poetry in motion.
every once in a while you feel something so powerful it sticks with you.
It's a freedom that you can't really describe until you felt it. And then next thing you know, 2 days later, you can't stop thinking about it. It's just about feeling normal.
It wasn't that long ago JC didn't feel normal, didn't really feel anything.
I always say I was a shell of a person because I really was, you know. I couldn't bring myself to die, I just didn't want to live anymore.
After high school, JC joined the Navy. Stationed in Lemoore, he served 8 years as an F-18 mechanic, loving every minute of it. JC earned multiple honors, including Sailor of the Year. He had a kid. He got married. He was happy. Then a routine surgery to remove a bone spur in JC's ankle didn't work. The wound didn't heal. There were more surgeries, followed by infection, MRSA.
There I was in the hospital Googling MRSA, and it was like it could kill you immediately. And they came in to speak to me and said, had he waited any longer to come in, he would have died.
The Navy told JC his career was over. The doctors gave him pills to deal with the pain. The combination of the two was debilitating.
He didn't leave the sofa. And when I say he didn't leave the sofa, I literally mean like he didn't leave the sofa. He didn't care about eating. He didn't care about taking a shower, changing his clothes. There was no person there. He was just breathing and taking medication to make it through each day.
JC put on 90 pounds. His leg only got worse. After more than 3 years and 8 surgeries, a 9th and final surgery in 2012, doctors were forced to amputate his right leg below the knee. The physical healing had begun, but the mental healing was still a ways off. JC's opioid addiction spiraled out of control. Twice he was arrested. Multiple times he tried to commit suicide.
Basically, it was death or an institution. I was either gonna die or go to jail.
Finally, JC's wife, Cassandra, couldn't take it anymore.
My wife kicked me out of the house. I wouldn't have been able to see my son anymore. I mean, she sent me away and said, you gotta go get right. You gotta go figure yourself out. I can't do anything, you know, I can't handle you anymore.
That day that he left, I said, I love you, and I'm always gonna be supportive of you, but I can't live my whole life like this. We both deserve more. It's probably the hardest thing I ever had to do, but I knew I had to do that.
JC went to get help, and at rehab was introduced to an organization called Our Heroes' Dreams. There, he met other veterans looking for a new passion and got off the couch.
Just to let me know, hey, brother, you're not alone, you know? Just because you're sitting at home feeling like this, a lot of other guys are too.
Our Heroes' Dreams then set JC up with the Central California Adaptive Sports Clinic at China Peak. He'd never skied before, but for the first time in years, JC felt alive, free.
Get a nice powder day, and man, there's no other feeling like it. You don't feel anything underneath you, you just kind of float through, and you don't feel disabled.
Every weekend he's like, can I go skiing next weekend? Do you want to go skiing? And then Devin and I started going skiing, so then it became really cool because it was a family thing. And we hadn't done anything together for a really long time because it was really hard. So that was the first time we were able to do something together, you know?
This winter was JC's third on the slopes. He went to Colorado for a race camp with Paralympians and fellow veterans and brought home a silver medal. He's also brought countless local vets up to China Peak.
Part of me healing is helping other vets heal. And I can show them, hey, this is where I was, this is where you can be now. I'm not saying any way right now I'm 100% better, you know, I don't think we ever are. But we can do things to feel normal again, and you can kind of fix yourself.
Every once in a while you see something, you feel something that makes you stop, that sticks with you, because you didn't think you'd ever see it again.
I want him to be happy. Like, I want him to love something, and he loves this.
The Central California Adaptive Sports Center also does summer programs at Shaver Lake. They run from the middle of June until late September. What a miraculous transformation out on the slopes like that.
Absolutely, and I hope that someone watching at home, if they're going through something similar, sees this and sees,
There's hope.
there's hope that you can make that transformation.